Look, I'm gonna need you guys to come to the front real quick. The males. I think most of the people that watch me on here are probably males. Anyway, whether it's YouTube or Instagram, I don't know, Facebook, but we got to talk about this because this is like the third time now I've noticed it, and it's like I don't know if some of you guys think it's normal to be talking in this way, but it's kind of like we got to talk about this porn addiction that a lot of y'all got, and it shows, right, to normal people. Is there anything watching porn? You're an adult. I don't care, but don't subject me to come into your world and think that I know what you're talking about, right? One, when you're saying things, right, it may seem normal to you, but to someone else. I just had a conversation. Well, this is the third time I done had this conversation. Third time something's happened. The first time something happened was about, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago? And a guy was like, yeah, she looked like, I forget what's the girl's name? Something Hayes. And I said, Hayes? I said, who is that? He's like, you don't know who she is? I said, Hayes? I'm like, it sounds familiar. I'm thinking like an actress. What? He was like, oh yeah, she's an actress, all right. I'm like, who are you talking about? He was like, just Google it. Google it. I said, okay, Google. What? I said, Google. I'm like, just straight pornography. He goes, you don't know her? I go, this is awkward right now because I'm looking at you with this on my phone, which I didn't ask for. I didn't ask you to show me this. But the fact that you thought that I would know who this individual was shows that you think this is normal behavior, obviously. No, it's disgusting, brother. And if that's something you do that in your free time away from people. I don't want to control what people do. Obviously, a billion dollar industry for a reason. People are watching it. Like cocaine, people do it. Second time this has happened to me. I'm with a buddy of mine, a friend of mine, and there's like 4 of us. And no, it's 3. And we were discussing something. I forget what it was, but it was something about a price or something, and you got to get one of these. And so he was like, look, well, let me show you on Amazon. I'm going to show you. This dude pulls out his Amazon and he hits. So, you know, whenever you shopping on Amazon, they'll be like, recommend you stuff, right? It'll start being like, hey, as soon as he pull out his Amazon, I'm talking about jock straps, man thongs, just some wild, just like, what the? Bro, when I say if he wasn't a black person, he'd have been red. He's you know how Amazon do. And this is like a grown old man. Like he got gray on his beard. He wears glasses. I did not see that coming. Me and dude were looking at each other like, what the? He got on his phone. The third time this happened right today, right now. I'm talking to somebody again. And you know, females a big subject to men. And this heavy set girl, right? And I guess he like her. I don't know what it is, but they know each other. So I'm actually that person who don't know each other. We just was talking. And he says, yeah, she's probably be sploshing. I said, sploshing? What's sploshing? Because you know me, I read a lot. I know a lot of words. I've never heard of sploshing. I'm like, sploshing, like splashing, sploshing. And so I'm thinking, like, once again, my mind is too early to even be into all that right now. And he's like, yeah, sploshing. You don't know what sploshing is, huh? I said, no. What's sploshing? Again. Just when you got some free time, check it out on your phone. And we cool, though. Don't get me wrong. We be joking about all type of stuff. Right? All type of stuff we shouldn't be. But it's never really sexual. It's never sexual. And so right now, I just looked up sploshing because I remember. I said, he said, look at sploshing. Sploshing apparently is when you having relations with a lady and you're eating food at the same time. Never heard of this in my life. I'm like, what? Do people do this? They'll be having relations, doing their adult deeds, or whatever you want to call it, but be eating a meal at the same time. What the, how? And I asked myself, right? This is the third time I said, how do you just don't come across that type of, I've watched some adult content and I've never even crossed those paths. So that means to me, I'm sitting there going, once again, I should have been a psych major. You have passed a certain threshold where you probably just can't watch normal adult content. That's what you're showing. And I don't know if people show, like, you've been watching so much of this that you've went down certain rabbit holes that most people, I don't know at this point. I really don't even know what people be up to. Because I'm certain rabbit holes where you found yourself watching somebody eating food. And what website is this on? I don't even want to know. Don't even tell me. Right? And that's another thing I'll be trying to tell people. You gotta be careful what you watch. Pornography, you gotta be careful with that stuff. To a lot of the guys out there, you gotta be careful with that stuff. Because you start watching that too much, it's like any addiction. It's like alcohol, drugs. What used to get you high off of one joint doesn't get you high anymore. Now you need 2 joints, a jumbo, blunt. Now you're smoking 3 5s, and I gotta get the bong and the vaporizer. And now your brain is so fried that you can't even function in normal society because your mind is all over. And it's like, yo, bro. And that happens a lot. You more than you would think. You know what I mean? There's a lot of women out there too who be on that too. Like, because especially in this day and age, you're probably, when I was younger, to get your hands on some pornography material, it was magazines for one. It wasn't like this to where you could just grab your phone, click, boom, boom. You got a Brazilian goddess somewhere in the rainforest doing some wild stuff. You got to be careful. You can't watch too much of that because, for one, it's not real life. You know what I'm saying? It's not real life. And then you don't want to build your tolerance to the point to where, right? And so there's this video I want to show y'all. It perfectly explains, and this guy's talking about how he gradually went from just watching normal stuff to where it just permeated his whole world. Because that can destroy relationships you have with women because you're over-sexualizing them. And it can destroy your relationships with just people in general because you come across as kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Sploshing. When I see this dude again, I won't be able to get that out of my mind. Like, yo, bro, I don't know what you do when I'm not around you. You seem like a normal person. But when I'm not around you know what I'm saying? They have whole camps out there and therapists who make millions of dollars for people like that. But look, watch this clip.
6th grade, I'm gonna come back. The porn, I jumped into some weird categories, man. This is tough. Transgenders having sex with chicks. And why am I watching this stuff? Well, because I'm opening myself up to spirits and spirits the more I watch the porn, and I don't even realize it.
This dude is crippled with guilt because he watched transgender porn and then had, he's about to disclose what happened next.
You know, and as it gradually goes, it gets darker. And I was watching transgenders having sex with like transgenders and then dudes. And I'm like, why am I watching this stuff? Eventually, the porn's not gonna be enough. Just like Ted Bundy, eventually the porn wasn't enough for Ted Bundy. And he started actually doing the acts, and I started doing the acts. Never ever thought I'd be doing something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So he said he started out I don't mean to laugh at him, but it's wild. Like, that man looked like he was about to break down and cry. He started watching regular pornography, and then it just grew until all the way to where he started watching trans, and then he was like, yo, I'm gonna try it out. Then he tried, bruh. Some of y'all, that's what I'm saying, man. Some of y'all need to put the pornography down. It's not healthy for the brain. Get outside. You see that? That's called the sun. Where is it at? Is it right there? I don't know. Oh, there you go. That's called the sun. That's called grass. This is air. You go to work, you come home. I know people like this. They go to work, they come home, they jump on that video game. Halftime, they want to squeeze one out. At the end of the game, they squeeze another one out. Then before they go to, like, bruh, I don't know what y'all doing on these computers like that. Like, you want to use the internet. Don't let the internet use you. Use it. So, yo, another example. I'll give you two more that I know, like, this stuff, this over-sexualization stuff is getting sickening. Because there's this one girl I went on a date with, this is a couple months ago, and a very beautiful woman, you know what I'm saying? And single, blah, blah, blah. See, me, I'm the type of person, if you date me or we dating, well, I'm getting to it quick. We're not gonna sit here and waste all this time trying to figure each other out. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? But why is she staring? Y'all black women, y'all gotta stop this mean mugging stuff. Y'all be looking mad. Why she was looking at me like, well, ain't nobody recording you with this, ain't not much to record. Anyway, so we talking, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yeah, she just went through a breakup. And for me personally, I always ask, what happened? Because I need to know. What was it? I want to hear your interpretation of it, because I understand crazy when I hear it. You might think you're saying something smart, but I understand crazy. So she like, he was just too much. It was just, I said, what do you mean? She was like, sexually, he was just a little too much. Because like I said, a lot of y'all be watching that pornography. That's not how, regular women ain't doing all that. They not doing all, whatever it is you into, tie them up, beat them up, do this, do that, spin this way. They like, nah, we just gonna have regular normal sex and that's it. And so she said what was the ending for her. Not just like a big dude, black dude, dreadlocks, looked like he had one of them guys. He asked her to, go down there to groceries. You know what I'm saying? Like Janae Aiko says, eat the groceries. She looked at him like, what? And he's like, I'm like, damn. What you got going down there? What? Because now you got to understand, once again, you opening doors, brother. Now, today is eat groceries. Tomorrow it's a finger. Then it's a peg. And then it's a dildo. Then it's, hey, I'm ready for the... You see that? You see how that works? It builds and builds. The next one, it wasn't a girl I was dating, never. It's somebody I'm just cool with. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Is she on here? I don't think she on here. She definitely ain't watching my shit. But, she like... whatever with the baby father, and they already broke up, just had a baby, and the baby's not even a year old. I'm like, damn, y'all broke up already? Like, and she like, yeah, it was just too much. She was doing too much, and the last straw was she was going through his phone. That's why I tell women, you go through a man's phone, you're gonna get what you're looking for. And when she went through the phone, she's going through text messages, everything good, Instagram messages, everything good. So she's like, okay, but iPhones, you pull up at the bottom of the screen and everything you've been on the internet shows up right there, right? And so she does that, and she said it was like 5 windows, nothing but gay porn. 5 windows, nothing but gay porn. And she's like, what the fuck? Like, dudes getting nailed. Just scroll. What? Yo. Listen, live how you want to live. I don't care. I'm African. I'm sorry. That's just not what we don't do that. I've never met a gay African in my life, but to each his own. If they were, it's not really, it's frowned upon in African culture. Homosexuality is extremely frowned upon. So, So she goes and asks him like, yo, what the this is like 6 months into the pregnancy, I guess. She asked him like, yo, what the fuck is this? And he's like, what you mean? She was like, no, this. And you're like, what are you looking at? She was like, if it was girls, she said she would have rather found out he was cheating. She was like, to find that out, like, this is like a Tyler Perry movie. I'm with the, and I was like, what'd he say? He was like, it wasn't me at first. And then he was like, you know, I was just curious. I was just curious. You know, I just was in a deep hole and, you know, I just started watching too much porn and it just did it. And I'm like, you see that right there? Huh? All that porn watching, I'll be telling people, bro, put that joint down, man. Go in the shower, go on a run. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, for one, you don't want to over-sexualize your brain. Like I said, you won't be able to talk to people normally. Especially when it comes to women. You're already jumping straight to the gun, to the room. And come on, bro. So once again, y'all, this pornography addiction that y'all motherfuckers out here have needs to stop. It needs to stop. Come on, man. It just gets weird and everybody thinks that, and I ain't, man, come on. It's a mental disease, man. It's a demon, bro. All that lust is a demon. Anyway, peace, love, positivity. No, chase knowledge, never chase money. Peace, love, positivity, and it's black.